Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. How are you doing? Welcome to this is a Starcraft English commentary. I am so tired. I have been casting a lot of nice games, and two games were added to the list of best game for this year. Very fun times for us to be here. We're gonna be in the final stretch of the tournament now. Not really the tournament, but day 2. And it is going to be semi-final. It's not really semi-final one. This is just set 1, right? So it's called phase 2 set 1. Basically, it's phase 1. We have the groups, right? And phase 2, we have 4 players. They will play set 1, set 2, winner set, loser set, and final set. So very exciting times for all of us. And the first 2 players is going to be Mong and Sharp. Mong had some nice games, right? That we've casted with. Who did we play? I already forgot. Mong played against Royal, and he defeated Royal. Sharp played against who? I have to check, because I believe Sharp's game was not broadcasted, right? Never mind. Who cares? Who cares? Excuse me. I have other things to worry about, because I'm actually also doing the information for the for the metadata for the videos behind the scene here, so I don't have that much time to think about other things. But you can see that there was a quick expansion coming from Sharp, right? Maybe not a quick expansion, but expansion after barracks, but right away. Whereas excuse me, from both the players. So Sharp at the left side of the screen in blue color has gone for an in-base expansion, and Mong at the 2 o'clock position in the red color has gone for an out-base expansion. I don't really understand why you would be expanding outwards ever on this map as Terran versus Terran. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it creates unnecessary risk. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you any advantages. But anyways, maybe the only advantage it gives is that you mine that area out a little bit sooner compared to the enemy. Maybe that's what it is, but it doesn't make sense to me. But we are going to be seeing what are we seeing here? Coming from the enemy. Looks like both of the players are going to be moving into their respective expansions and start to mine from those locations. So very nice positionings already from both of these guys.
뒷마당을 먹었을 때의 메리트는 또 존재하죠. 본진 언덕만 수비하면 되는 메리트 때문에
Alright, TvT. What can we say about TvT? Very fun. On Jane though, TvT, I kid you not, will be insane, because neither of the players have a good advantage, right, in the early stage, and you cannot really kind of contain the enemy. I guess you could. If you get past this middle line, you will contain the enemy to just 2 bases, 3 bases, or maybe 4, because you have to contain it up here as well. So it's kind of very hard to contain against the other player. So that is something that we have to keep in mind. But drop will be so crazy on this map. This map will just be a drop fest, a drop festival. Let's hope to have some amazing drops. But for the time being, both players have about the same situation. Both are looking forward to take their 3rd base. We have a starport though coming from Mong, and Sharp starports has already completed. So of course this map drop is so important, just like that other map we had in a while ago, raining roaring. I was gonna say raining current, but no, it was roaring current, which was very fun as well.
어느 정도 그런 맵 파악이 완료가 되어 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 이 맵을 했을 땐 벌초류보단 빠르게 드랍십을 해서 상대방의 핵심 지역에 좋은 자리를 파괴시키는 게 낫다라는 이미 맵 분석이 완료된 그런 플레이인 것 같습니다.
그렇죠. 말씀하신 대로 윤찬희 선수는 이제 골탱 위주의 드랍십 병력 구성이고.
Alright, sorry, I was just distracted there in the corner. But we have the starport coming up, and then from Sharp's perspective, he is gonna just see this vulture here. We have 4 vultures coming from Sharp, and the armory, floating barracks. At this stage on this map, both players are being very defensive. not really trying to aggress or coming out and set up map controls or whatever. They're trying to just expand as quickly as possible. But I was very surprised that you know, Black Pig Mong doesn't just go ahead and get a third base. Very easy for him to get a third base, whereas for Sharp it's not so easy. I mean, it's not easy or hard, it's risky, right? Because you have to come down south on the ramp. But from Mong's perspective, he can easily take an expansion. He doesn't have to upgrade or, you know, have a lot of standing army or whatever. But there is going to be a 4 vulture drop in the back. Mong is also coming up with his own vulture drop, and he's continued to make something from his starport. I believe he's made a Wraith. I think a Wraith would be useful at this stage. But the drop comes through. Both players are making some stuff at the expansion, and that SV is going to get sniped, but that has provided the nice intel, which Mong needs to actually defend here. He's taking a bit of casualties, but I guess it's still okay. It's still okay. It's not like his expansion at the 1 o'clock position was delayed or something. He was not planning to expand it at this very moment anyway. But this drop on the backside is coming through as well. You can see Wraith is coming out and Mong comes in at just the wrong time, but Sharp is not paying attention. He has dropped 4 Goliaths. They take a bit of a hit though. And now that dropship needs to leave. Looks like Mong says, I will sack my dropship. I will invite you to take my dropship, because the dropship will be destroyed anyway, so there's no need to think about, you know, trying to save it. Anyways, wow, the Wraith not able to find the dropship. So fun, so fun. And after that attack is over, 7 minutes and 40 seconds of the game, Sharp is leading by 10 supply. Mong has expanded, but Sharp also himself has expanded. So both the players are going to be waiting for the next big moments here, the wow moment of their respective career. Maybe winning an ASL soon. That would be very, very fun. If any of these players will be good enough to actually win an ASL. All right, looks like a lot of factories are coming out from both of these players. This week I have a what do I have? I have a relative coming from Russia, and he is a very good cook. He has made some amazing dishes. So I guess we have some of you who are Russian viewers, right? So I love your food. I love borscht. But you know, to say I love Russian food is a compliment, because Russian food is not very good. not really, it's not very good, but you know, in order to make good cuisine, you need to live in a place with lots of ingredients, and Russia is not a place that strikes me as a place, you know, full of flowery things and lots of scents and lots of animals just, you know, just jutting around. You know, it's very cold, desolated, right? The only thing you have a bear. You cannot eat bear meat all year long, right? And you cannot eat beets. I think in Russia you eat a lot of beets, the red thing, and you eat a lot of cabbage because they don't require anything, and you eat a lot of salted meat. I used to have this joke that I tell myself, that, you know, Western women, American, maybe not American, French, for example, French, right? When they're 18, they're 18. When they're 21, they're 18. When they're 24, they're 18. And when they're 30, they're 24, right? And then we have the, you know, Korean or Japanese, which is when they're 12, they're 12. When they're 15, they're 18. When they're 18, they're 18. When they're 21, they're 18. When they're 25, they're 18. When they're 30, they're 18. When they're 35, they're 21. Right? And then Russians are like, when they're 12, they're 12. When they're 15, they're 18. When they're 18, they're 18. When they're 21, they're 18. When they're 24, they're still 18. When they're 28, they're still 18. When they hit 30, they're 45. You know, it's I don't know if that's true or not. If it's true, please let me know, because I don't court women. Back to this game. What is happening? Why are we watching this game? What is the need to watch this game? I don't understand. Why are we here? I don't understand the sense of purpose. If you are Mr. Anderson, you'll be thinking like me. Why are we here? What is the sense of all of this? Why watching two groups of Terran players, Goliaths and tanks coming out here? 12 o'clock position trying to get established a little bit by Mong. He is in a bit of a wedge, or maybe should I say Sharp is in a bit of a wedge. Sharp is being wedged between two groups of tanks. but he is still doing okay for the time being. Neither of the players have,
쪽에 대한 대비도
taken their fourth base. Just siege as normal. Why are you being so chickened?
조기석 선수가
Looks like Sharp is being very scared. This is, just siege that location as usual. It's gonna be attacking from the outside, and that command center has not yet finished constructing.
근데 스피드가 빨라요.
This is problematic. This is problematic. You don't want to be losing the command center, but the raid has arrived to attack. There are no Goliaths here. Command center will cancel. Need to cancel the command center. Bam, no. Command center was not cancelled. And I see the same game. I see the same situation that Mong did to Royal in his other game, in his group stages. Now Sharp is doing it to him, so I think this is gonna be tricky. Looks like Mong is coming for counter attack. He's got a bunch of forces. He would try to catch these dropships. Not able to catch one of the dropships. There's a mine there. There's a mine there, but he's able to stop these areas. But behind this, Sharp has expanded already. So
정말 잘하고 있는 거는 확실하게 느껴지는.
it's gonna be very nice. Looks like we have additional drops coming out from Mong himself. He has taken another base. This is the right location to take. This was supposed to be the location that he should have taken in the first place. But Sharp will be coming out with a fast acceleration. You can see that Mong's money is floating like mad because he doesn't have a place to build his factories. He doesn't know where to spend the money. That is a problem. So he need to send SCVs towards the bottom right and start to build some supply depots, some turrets. I mean, when you have too much money on your hand, build turrets. This is my advice to everyone above 30 years old. If you have so much money you don't know what to spend it on, build turrets. Build turrets in your bedroom, build turrets in your back door, build turrets under the toilet sink or whatever. Make your wives and children sit on the turrets and spin around, because turrets solves all problems, right? Who remembers that big game on Blue Star or Blue Point or Star Point or something, where it was Flash versus Jambi? It was a stalemated because Flash made like 45 turrets in the middle of the map with floated commands. That okay, this game is getting very interesting. Mong's big siege position in the middle of the map is kind of broken already.
자원의 분배로
So it's gonna be very tricky.
네.
지금 윤찬현 선수의 미네랄이 너무 많이 남고 있어요. 반면에 조기석 선수는 가스와 미네랄 밸런스가 괜찮거든요. 벌처를 섞어주다 보니까 미네랄이 남을 때.
Alright, 13-14 minute mark of the game. We are still very uncertain who is winning, but Sharp has got a slight advantage. A lot of drops are coming through the center. Mong need to secure his bottom right. He has got a few turret, but it's not enough, man. He need that place is very, very sensitive. Both players' fourth base are in very, very sensitive locations. Okay, these tanks are going to get deployed here. This is a good place to be, because in case Sharp decides to go there, he will just get caught with his pants down.
서로 양분하는 그런 느낌이 어느 정도 윤찬희 선수에게도 드는 거라서.
네.
But
그래서 6시를 채취하려고 하는데 문제는 그러면 반대쪽인
그렇죠.
네.
자, 공이업이 또 먼저 된 건 조기석 선수.
alright, 15 minute mark of the game. Sharp is doing okay. 600 minerals. Mong has got 3,300 minerals. Both players have 4 bases, but I don't know how it is Mong. Yeah, make turrets! Dude! When in doubt, make massive turrets everywhere. Make massive turrets everywhere. There's no need. Maybe make vultures. I guess you cannot make vultures because you don't have enough Goliaths. But finally, Sharp will come out and take this middle base. He has left this area. Let the enemy take this area, away from him for so long. But he's gonna be able to take it back. So that's great. And the last, okay, maybe no. This area is still held for some times. But Mong is coming out on this side. He is making sure that this side cannot be taken. He's gonna try to drop into this area. Not bad, but there are some counter drops already. What are plans? He's gonna try to position himself. There's gonna be a scan coming from both sides here, getting surrounded. But the army for Mong is okay. No, he's gonna get dropped upon, but he will clear a few of the enemies. Even if this will be costly to clear for Sharp. Sharp is using a lot of money to clear these positions. But he clears it nonetheless, and keep in mind that the other side of the map, the same position, the mirror image position, has been taken, kinda, or being held captive by Sharp. So Mong cannot take there, but he's gonna try to take the 6 o'clock position instead. We're gonna be having another long game. We've had a few long games today already, and more are to be expected. Once again, let me remind you that in these long games in the ASL series, we'll only see one ad, no more. No more. So if you want to kind of be the benevolent dictator for life, feel free to buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the description. You can send money via Zelle, via what else? Via Revolut, via PayPal, via credit card. Binance.com. I also take physical coffee. If you have physical coffee and you come to my country, Vietnam, I will drink it from you. I'm allergic to caffeine, but I'll still drink it. Sure, no problem. That's fine. I would die for you. Just like that song. I would die for you. Is that Firehouse? Do you guys listen to Firehouse? Very, very nice music in the old days. What music did you used to listen to in the old days? I mean even now. I will let you in on a secret. I used to listen to Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. Oh my god, Aerosmith. Aerosmith. I would stay awake in this room and breathing. Right? Anyways, looks like Sharp is cleaning up the game now. It's gonna be okay. We have a counter drop. Only 1 Goliath, 2 Goliath, but there's just way too much sharpness. And Mong doesn't have enough pick power. He will lose. Okay, at least he's on the high ground. He is trying to snipe a few of the dropship. He's got a few tanks remaining. These tanks are gonna try to come forward now. And looks like Mong has held, but there's gonna be a secondary drop to really put the cherry on top of the cake here. Tanks coming on this other side of the map, not able to do anything at all. And Mong is disadvantaged by about 50 supply. That's a tricky situation for me. Commands are burning down here. We will not see GG just yet because, in TvT there's still a lot of fight left. And one big decisive, victory can still turn the game. This might be a failed drop from Sharp. Okay, if Sharp did not drop, which is the right idea, he would try to drop at his high ground. But looks like Mong has cleared a few forces. Mong need to expand to this 3 o'clock, inner 3 o'clock position as soon as possible. But he need to worry about this attack on the bottom right as well. Oh my god, that was a mistake to try to assault that base. But look at this, guys. This tempo is getting, targeted upon, and Mong is not seeing it. If he's got the turret, they can actually maybe hear. He would try to drop there, but Goliaths are in position to intercept the drop. But Sharp is now leading by about 60 supply. How many bases? Sharp has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. Mong's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Mong only has 4 bases. And Sharp is coming up and clearing out the rest of the, the locations. Very, very nice. A lot of turrets. When in doubt, make massive turrets. That will solve all problem. By the way, the other semi-final, not really semi-final, but the other 2 players we will have is Rush and YSC. I don't really have any hope for YSC. He is not what I would call cream of the crop, top of the crop of the cream, but it's the only Protoss hope we have, so that's fine. Yeah, Sharp is just coming in and finish up the game. He's gonna make a crap tons of turrets here. He just need to make sure this base can never be taken by YSC. Not YSC, by Mong. If Mong cannot take this base, there's no need to expand anywhere else for Sharp. Sharp can just keep the 12 o'clock position. He can try to take the 6 if he wants. He doesn't really need to take it because those 2 tanks are still protecting those areas. Alright, there's something coming to the center. There are no Goliaths here. Use a scan. He's not using it to say, oh, that was a very, very nice moment for YC to attack, but he lost his chance. This command center, I'm not so sure what is the purpose. By the way, YC could still come from this side and try to clear those turrets one by one, but it would take a long time to go there. We have a nice counter drop. There are how many Goliaths? A couple of Goliaths here. Those tanks are sieging correctly. Good mechanics from Mong, so he's able to control these areas and he will be able to land his command center. We have army coming to the center. These tanks are trying to reinforce. They will die very, very quickly. But still, Sharp can still not yet come back and attack. I mean, the only situation in which Sharp can lose here is if YSC go for a killer drop. But it doesn't seem any locations on this map is killer droppable. There are just way too many turrets everywhere. It's very, very hard to drop. And Mong still have a lot of fight left in him. He's got a ton of minerals. He can survive for a long time. Of course, the game at some point will have to end because Mong will dry out. Good drop in the back of the enemy here, behind enemy line. And all of these SCVs will fall. Looks like we don't have response at all. Mong's going to lift his command center and he's going to be down to 3 bases temporarily. There's a huge drop against a 6 o'clock position, which is a good idea. But at some point, Mong is going to be running out of minerals. He is going to clear these areas. Tanks trying to come out here. Tanks are trying to siege. SCVs are coming up the line. Good splash damage to be expected. Okay, 2 tanks dive already. Good. Not bad, but reinforcement coming from the other side is going to be very tricky. SCV is doing some distance mining. I guess now Sharp just... I think if Sharp wants, he can switch into battle cruisers. I think battle cruisers would be not a bad idea at all. Because now you cannot take new bases, right? It will be more costly to take new bases than to just to guard what you have. So this is the perfect time to do a tech switch. Battle cruisers, or maybe just, you know, keep on upgrading your stuff or whatever. Or maybe build ghosts and go for nukes. I'm not so sure.
네, 조금 위험하죠. 왜냐면 12시
Anyways, 21st minute of the game, and YC is trying to take 2 bases at the same time. He's lost this side, but he is trying to come up at +3 +1 armor from Sharp. YC has got a ton of money remaining. I don't know how it's possible, but there's going to be an army coming through the center. And what happened to Sharp's is, you know, drop force. He had a bunch of drop force. He's attacking by ground here. This is a mistake. He is, of course, leading in maybe money situation, but I think this is a lot more detrimental to him than it actually gains anything. And YC, wow, excuse me, Mong has got a crap tons of dropships. Where are the dropship for Sharp? I don't really see them. I guess maybe the commentator is not showing it. Okay, I think we'll see them. They're right here. Maybe they're here. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, these tanks are so naked. A good drop would be able to destroy those forces very quickly. Okay, looks like Sharp has got 6 dropship. YC possibly has 8. These guys are leaving these areas and assaulting the refinery from the low ground. There are a few Goliaths here. This is a very tricky situation. Losing this refinery will be terrible as well because you are running out of gas. You need all of the gas you can get. This drop will try to come from the backside. There's going to be a counter drop onto the top side. The tanks are quite spread out, which we're buying some time already. Nice, not bad. This drop will cost her a little bit, but you know, Sharp can afford to lose a little bit to gain a little bit here. He will push forward. This command center will land. This temple will possibly get destroyed, or maybe he says, you know, I don't want to destroy it. I just want to make sure that you cannot get to my base. A great scan here. Sharp coming from both sides. YSC, I keep on saying YSC because YSC and Mong looks about the same. Their facial features about the same. Height and weight similar. Alright, looks like Mong trying to break out here. He's got more tanks. The angles are not very good, but he's got vision advantage. He clears a few tanks. Sharp 2,200 minerals, 23rd minute of the game. It's still going on. This middle area Mong is able to clear, but we have an attack onto the middle 3 o'clock position. This is the last mining location remaining for Mong. The game will be ending very soon. I don't think that Mong can defend this. He's gonna pull back. He's gonna reclaim this other base. That is fine, but what can he do? Can he try to take the 6 o'clock position for himself? That is a question. I think maybe Mong has traded much better compared to Sharp this entire game, but Sharp has played the better game, tactically speaking. Coming to the center by Mong. This might be the final battles here. So if you stay here to the end, I thank you for your attention and I hope you have a great weekend. If you have some changes to spare, give it to me. Give it to me, don't donate it. But the other day I was paying some taxes and I thought, you know, paying taxes is the best way to do charity. Like, honestly, instead of doing charity, you give it to the government. The government will, I don't know, feed the poor and the hungry and the children or whatever, right? And it's like charity. And it's tax-free. But usually charity are tax-free anyways. But in some cases, like in my country, it's not tax-free because... Okay, GG, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.